don't got time for a hater. Only got time for the paper. I don't got time. I don't got time. I don't got time for a hater. No, I don't got time for a hater. Every day a struggle, I was walking around with pain and doubt. Only got time for the paper. Gotta love the journey. If you don't, you're not gonna make it out. I don't got time for a hater. Every day a struggle, I was walking around with pain and doubt. Only got time for the paper. Gotta love the journey. If you don't, you're not gonna make it out.
What's going on, everyone? We have the champ, the gift. We have also, if you follow his social media, it's called the Garbage Man.
Yeah,
the Garbage Man,
yeah.
taking out the trash. So we got Chordale Booker with me today. We're in CT at his home.
Thank you for having me on the show.
It's been a minute, man. We've been trying to get this together for a long time, man. And everything that you've been doing, I appreciate, man. Like I've been seeing everything you've been doing with the kids and stuff like that. You heavy into the community.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's one of those things I felt like I had to do. My coach did it for me, so I felt like because I had the opportunity, I should definitely give it back. Just something that came along the way. Now, I wasn't always like this, so.
I don't think we all started like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure just based off of following you, let me tell everybody like how we met. You know what I'm saying? It's been, what, over 10 years, right? I think we started out you training my son and my daughter.
Yeah, I don't know what year that was. Time
That was
flies.
a long time ago,
been a
man.
blur.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Very long time ago. And since then, you've been working with a lot of the kids and stuff like that, watching your social media. You even playing jokes on, what's that dude's name?
Vic.
He's always sleeping in the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I've been watching you since then, man. And, you know, it's nice to see what you've been doing in this community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So tell us your story, man. Like how all of this started. When did it start? And what inspired you to start?
I started boxing when I got arrested in I want to say 2009. I was fighting my court case. Decided I wasn't going to continue to be in the street. I started boxing. Once I started boxing, I went to the Golden Gloves. And when I was in the Golden Gloves, Judge White, who was also a judge in my court case, was a judge for the.
That's crazy.
For the judge, he was a Golden Glove, the boxing judge, and he was my judge. And I went to the bathroom, and I said, Judge White, and he looked at me, he walked out, and I thought I messed up my case speaking to him, but ended up getting probation, not having to do any jail time, and that was just another reason why. Well, that's actually the reason why I call myself the gift. Like I got to give another chance at life, and like the gift that I have, being able to communicate with these kids.
How
doing
old were
their
you?
thing. I was 18, turning 19 when that happened. I just turned 18 when I got arrested. I was 18 for like a month, and then I fought that case for probably about a year and a half. So yeah, I was 19 by the time that I got probation.
Who gave you that name?
The gift?
Yeah.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did. That was something that I knew that was me. Like, I knew that I had another chance, and I knew I was gonna make the most out of it.
That's dope, man. Listen, man, we all go through that shit. We see some shit growing up, and it's either you follow that path and you keep doing the same shit that you seen, or you change it. You know what I'm saying? And you took that chance and you took the other road. You know what I'm saying? To actually better yourself. And from what I see, you applying that pain into your craft. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope to see. So is there anyone who inspired you? Who introduced you to boxing?
Nobody.
No one. You introduced, like, you just seen boxing, was like, you know what, I'm gonna go start boxing.
Yeah, it was my own thing. My mom actually laughed at me when I told her I was gonna be a boxer. She thought it was a joke. She didn't think I was tough enough to do it. But it was just like I didn't need anybody to like validate or make me feel better about what I wanted to ever in my life. I never needed somebody to like hold my hand for me to get something done. So like it was just I used it as fuel, honestly, because she was somebody who I really valued my mom's opinion on things. And when she didn't, I was just like, well, now I don't need anybody, you know, because she was the only person who I really cared what they thought. So that was I had to prove her wrong.
Listen, man, if any one of you guys are following the champ here, my man just had a fight this weekend at the Mohegan Sun. Knockout in what round? Which round? Seventh round, right? Round 7, and that knockout was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But what was one of your biggest challenges? I would have to say, like, I think I know which one it is. What your biggest
fighting or
just your biggest challenge? You know what I'm saying? Tell me your biggest challenge. Before boxing or during boxing?
Before boxing, my biggest challenge was like the dynamic in my household. Growing up, you know, having issues with like my parents not having a functioning home. Then I would say like boxing, I'm kind of still dealing with it, you know, just trying to being independent and just, you know, really trying to grind and get my name out there and fight the top guys.
People are talking.
It never really ends for me right now. I just keep going. I'm okay with the grind. I'm all right with the struggle and the hustle of it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I see you doing really well. A lot of eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? Sponsored by Adidas, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, sponsored by Adidas. And who's been ducking you, man? Who you want to fight? Who's the guy you want to fight that's been ducking you? Or you gunning for?
I'm trying to fight any of the top guys. Like right now, the people I've been calling out are people that like a lot of people wouldn't know, but I'm calling those guys out because those are the fights I know that can get made. You know, I can get those fights made. They're undefeated guys. I'm no longer undefeated, but I still want to show like these undefeated guys really not who they say they are. They're not fighting anybody who can fight. They're not top guys. My fault.
Okay.
They're not top guys. They're just fighting people that they know they can beat.
What's their names?
We got like Francis Hogan. Now I can't even remember the other dude. There's another one. He's the son of. Oh my gosh! I feel so bad. I can't remember his name.
It's all
right
good,
now.
Man. Listen, man. If you don't remember them, man,
it's like but that's the thing. That's the reason why I don't really like. They're not. They're like really honestly. They nobody. I just want to fight them because they have good records. People got buzz. They have buzz around them. And I know once I beat the shit out of them and I stop them, all their fans will now either hate me or they'll be my fans, but they're gonna pay to see me win or they're gonna pay to see me lose. And a lot of these guys aren't willing to fight. Like I'm willing to fight. I have a loss because I'm willing to fight top competition. I'm willing to go up a weight class, see if I can win.
You went up a weight.
You know, I'm trying to do anything to make the dream work. Or see if it's either a dream work or it don't, but at least I'm gonna give everything I got so that way when I'm done I can say at least I tried.
Yeah.
But these guys, they're not doing nothing. They just fighting bum after bum.
Just to get those numbers up, and
it's just trash to me. It's like what are we doing here?
I think in boxing you need to go. I think there's just levels and steps that boxers need to take. You know what I'm saying, to get to whatever levels they need to go to. That's just me looking from the outside in. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know too much about boxing, but just from what I see,
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like you're on the right track. I always loved your style, man. You have like this entertaining style when you're fighting. You know what I'm saying? Even when you did the James Brown split, when you
Yeah.
when you knocked that dude out. You know what I'm saying? So
That was a big one for me. That got me a lot of views and a lot of buzz on social media because Barstool posted that one.
Yeah, it was dope. It was a dope fight. I think the first fight I went to go see you was at the Barclay. At the Barclays, I seen you. It was me and my 2 kids. So, you know, it was a dope experience. It was cool just knowing you and going to see you fight and you do your thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man. So, you know, now what inspired you to do a lot of the stuff with the kids, man? Let's talk about the kids. I see you in the community heavy.
The inspiration came from my coach. You know, Ahmed was a big, like, he inspired me at a time where, like, I was only inspired by my product of my environment. So everybody who was out there in the street, that's who I was inspired by because they had the clothes, they had the girls, they had the cars. And then once I wanted something different. I came into the gym and I saw, you know, him taking care of his family, which I didn't come from that, you know. I had a present black father. And then I didn't have enough money to pay to live and also come to the gym. So then he waived my membership, let me start coming to the gym for free. I would help out, do something like clean the bathroom or train the kids. That was actually like my first job that he gave me, even though I was working at Walgreens. He had me train the kids to get training from him. And then I was training the kids and it was reinforcing how the things that he would teach me, I'm teaching them. And through that, then he's like, yo, you pretty good at training. You should probably become a trainer. Gave me the books. I started studying. And it's just like, he was my inspiration, you know, from a lot of, I want to say like different avenues. There was different ways that he inspired me. But overall, it was somebody positive now in my life.
Yeah. Listen, man, I feel like I grew up in the projects. I was born and raised in Brooklyn. So I feel like if you look at my Instagram handle, it's POME, product of my environment. But my meaning of product of my environment is you are a product of your environment wherever you place yourself. So it's just a matter of whether or not you see better in order to do better. If you don't see better, you're only going to do what you see. Only what the people around you, the influences. So me trying to teach the youth and teach everyone else from the levels of what I've gathered through my life, you know what I'm saying? Is just trying to give back to a lot of the kids and teach them, but you have to show them. You have to show them, you know, and you have to lead by example. You have to you have to be in a good place, you know what I'm saying? Because if these kids are looking at you and you're telling them to do this and you're doing a totally different shit, you know what I'm saying? So you're misguiding, you know what I'm saying? So just seeing you do everything, man, it's cool. And I always gave you, you know what I'm saying, the props through social media, in person. But, you know, I figure I'll give you your flowers, man. Give you your flowers now since you're here. And you're a young dude, too. What are you, 30?
32.
32 years old, man. You're a young dude. And normally, 32-year-olds aren't giving back to their community, ain't really doing the things you've been doing it since your 20s, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's something
You're like a young OG.
I mean, I take it, you know. I like my mom always said I had an old soul, so like I definitely would take that. I love it, you know. I love my community. I love the kids here, and I always wanted to just make an impact in any way I could. And I'm glad now I got the right mindset, cause like I wanted to make an impact as a young boy, but it was just like my impact wasn't really a good one. So I'm glad now I'm in a better headspace, and I got better people in my circle.
Yeah, that's it, man. I feel like putting the right people around you is gonna either make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you put the right people, they're gonna guide you into the right places. Very intelligent people put around you, people with goals and or places that you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? But if you're the smartest one, you're the only one, then that's your ceiling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep raising your ceiling and the levels of where you want to go in life. But I feel like you got a good head on your shoulder. You're a young dude with an old soul, like you said, and you know, it is inspiring to a lot of people. And just watching from the outside, looking in, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why this conversation had to happen. You know what I'm saying? And on top of it, we met years ago.
Yeah.
And we always kept in contact. You always been solid. You allowed my son to come box. When was it, last year or 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Something like that. I don't even know.
Yeah, cause for me it's nothing. You know what I mean? I always let the young boys come through no matter what. I don't care what side of town you from. If me and you had an issue growing up, whatever, that's people who bring their kids here that I had issues with in the streets growing up. I don't care. I don't carry that with me because I'm I have no interest in carrying that on. Like, it's done for me. So if you have some just people who have that still feeling towards me, but like
that has nothing to do with you, though. It has nothing to do with you.
That's somebody you previously knew. Like, I did the most what I could with the information I had at that age and what I thought. But I'm a totally different person now, and I have totally different views, information, and like, if you still holding me to that guy, then you still holding on to something that you still there. Yeah, I'm not there. So like, I'm gonna pray for you or whatever you need, because I'm good. I'm not thinking nothing about being there in that place anymore.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 years, man, in this?
My goal ultimately is become a world champion.
What weight class?
154, super welterweight. I want to be world champion, and just still doing the same things, providing for my community, my family. Having another kid who is from here and wants to be a boxer, and I'm coaching them, and showing them how to become a world champion also.
You gotta teach. That's good, man. That's good. So, do you have any words for anyone who's inspired, like an inspiring boxer, someone who wants to become a boxer, and that you can give some type of words to, information?
I think the biggest thing is just like not letting anybody's opinions affect what you want to do. Paying attention to the craft, learning how to do things the right way. Those drills that might seem boring, you really have to hone in and lock in and do them the right way. But like the first thing I said is just not letting anybody tell you can't do it. You have to have a certain level of like delusion, but also being real with yourself. Like, you gotta know you gotta have to do the work, and you have to know that you're good and that you can get better, and you have to strive to always be better. But you have to understand, like, I believe this, and no matter what people tell me, I still believe this, because people always told me multiple times that I wouldn't be where I am right now, and I believed in myself. But I also knew that I was going to do the work, and every day I got up and I did something that got me closer to this every day. And I could have stopped. There's plenty of times I could have stopped, broke my ankle, broke my rib, popped my eardrum, broke my nose, broke my hand. all things that could have made me say, you know what, this is it. I had doctors tell me, oh, you keep having these issues, maybe you should stop. You know, and I just promoters turning me down. No, you're not good enough. You too old. And I just whatever.
I think you have to, if just based off of my life and stuff, and people also telling me certain things. I think is when you're strong-minded and you see yourself somewhere, and someone is telling you you're not gonna be there, but you already see it, and you're like, I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? I can see it and I can feel it, and the gift is given to you. You know, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The gift is given to you, so it's not given to everyone else.
Right.
So now everyone is gonna see what you see. You know what I'm saying? So if you could see yourself being world champion, and you can see yourself doing the things that you're doing, who gives a shit what anybody else is saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for everybody else. You know, it's something that I want. It's gonna make me happy. So that's all I could do is make me happy. I can't please everybody else.
Nah, you can't, man. You gotta take care of self, man.
That's it.
You gotta take care of yourself, and when you take care of yourself, then everyone else can benefit off of it. But no one can benefit if you're all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I truly believe that you can be and will be world champion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just what I see too. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Many years I've seen you going places.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. So, is there anything else for Chordale after boxing that you may feel like you want to do? You're originally from Stanford,
yeah, I'm
Connecticut.
from here. I was born here.
Born and raised here?
I think the biggest thing is just still doing what I'm doing right now, but just making it bigger. I haven't given my all to being like really heavy in the community. Like I'm in the community. Like you could ask some of these kids. Like I really pull up to the hood. Like
I know.
And
I know.
have the ice cream truck outside. I don't record or nothing. I just do it.
That's what.
But I'm really be
a
outside.
lot of people supposed to be doing.
So that's something that I'm really going to do when I can really stop boxing and there's time for me to really be there. I could do that. I could go to the PAL. I could go to the East Side, to the Doman Center, which I do those things. It's just I could do them more, and have my own programs in each one of these places where there's somebody who I can show how to teach them how to teach boxing the right way, and pick up some of these kids and say like, yo, there's another way other than, you know, doing drugs, selling drugs and things like that. Like you could box, you could play basketball, or you could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, you could do
anything,
right? Like teaching them, like, you know, you could be a fireman, you know, you could be a police officer, you could be a garbage man, you know, no pun intended.
No.
You know, that these things, right, and teaching how to just take care of money, because that's one of the things that people haven't learned, how to save and invest money, and that you may not have to be a doctor and still be able to take care of yourself for the rest of your life. You know, if you know how to invest and you understand finances, then you better off than a guy who make more money than you, because if he blow the money, what good is it?
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the biggest things that we need in our communities, because growing up, no one taught. Like, I didn't grow up in a family of wealth, knowing anything about insurance. And by the way, everyone, go get some fucking insurance, man. Go get some goddamn insurance.
And those are things that we aren't taught. These are all things that I learned through YouTube. You know, but like kids ain't going to YouTube that.
Nah,
they need somebody like who they look up to explain these things to them. No matter how much is on YouTube, they need somebody who they respect, who they view as like, who they admire.
Yeah, well, what I love the music industry. I love my hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the rappers glorify certain things, that, yes, glorifying back in the days growing up, I felt like, okay, we can get this, we can get that, but I feel like all this name brand shit makes no damn sense. All these cars with the emblems, and everyone's living in these communities that are ran down, instead of spending all that money on clothes that makes no damn sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, invest it. Put it to work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Looking to get started in the digital marketing space? Be sure to leave your email below. I promise not to spam you. Learn and Earn Profits Online is a digital marketing course giving you master resale rights. Master resale rights means that you legit can resell this course at 100% profit. This course is for somebody who does not have a digital product and looking to get in the digital space, or maybe you're a business owner and you want to take your business on autopilot. Check out the information below and be sure to drop your email.
Overall, honestly, what I think about the situation, about what our community is, that because we don't have things, we try to put things on us to make us feel better, feel more, I guess, like we have more money, or show people that we have more money, as opposed to like wearing things that aren't name brand, but then buying something and just knowing that we have a property, a building. We need everybody else to know that we have it.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure we have something that shows that we have money.
We have it for that moment, but it's not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? We need something that we're investing into the community. Like, my thing is that if you're not reinvesting into your community or cleaning up your community is gonna turn to shit.
Yeah.
And if your community turns to shit, then it's gonna be hard for you to be in that environment and prosper. You know what I'm saying? So, or you could just move out of the community and do something else somewhere else. Yeah. But my thing is that you always want to take care of your community.
Yeah, I'm here. Like, anything I do, I've done. Like, any property that I have, it's in Connecticut. It's not all in Stanford, because Stanford is expensive, but it's here. I'm from Connecticut, and that's what I want to do. I just want to, even if it's not in Stanford, I want to help still build the economy here, and just provide homes and places for people to live here.
That's dope, man. But listen, man, yo, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have an amazing story. I'm sure there's a lot more that I probably didn't cover here. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot more that you have in you that we're going to cover again later on. Yeah. And, you know, everyone go follow him. Tell everybody where they can follow you.
You can follow me at the GIF_7 on Instagram. Same thing on Twitter or X now. Facebook, Chordale Booker, or you can type Chordale Booker on any of the social media platforms, and it'll pop up. I think I'm the only Chordale Booker in the world. So, yeah.
Listen, man, like, his stories is funny as hell. He be playing jokes on his man. What's your man?
That's Vic. Yeah.
Vic, always sleeping. Yeah. And follow his journey, man. This dude is very talented, young. I call him the young OG. Does a lot for his community. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving him his flowers, man. And he has so much more left in the tank for him to keep doing what he's doing. And I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you for your time.
Yo, thank you, man.
You.
Thank you for allowing me to do this, man. Seriously.
You.
All right?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the show, man.
I don't got time for a hater. Only got time for the paper. I don't got